you? Hello, hello to anybody watching. If this is your first time to my Twitch channel, my name is Kim. I'm a 200-hour certified yoga instructor. I also teach Tai Chi, meditation, and one-on-one nutrition coaching. I'm also a certified nutrition specialist, so I like to come on here as often as I can, once a week if I can, to demonstrate a dynamic vinyasa yoga sequence. So if you haven't moved much today, you're in the right place. I created a sequence today that is good for the whole body to build strength, flexibility, mindfulness, so you'll get a good workout in, and you'll also work on some yogic breathing and techniques that will help you feel rejuvenated, refreshed. So the yoga class is going to start in just about 10 minutes. So Mopar, in the meantime, say hello, let me know where you are in the world, let me know if you have any requests for the sequence. How are you doing, Mopar? You had num-nums for the holidays. I understand. Well, you're not alone in having num-nums for the holidays. I think a lot of people are in the same boat. So today's sequence will definitely burn some calories. So you'll definitely get that part in. Happy New Year. Mopar, I can't remember. Have we done a session in the New Year yet? Is this the first one for the New Year? I think so. I didn't put the cookies down. Well, that's okay. If you didn't put the cookies down, that is okay. Today we will do some counteracting of that. We'll definitely burn some calories today. I have a fun sequence for you. I wonder if Pete will be here today. I hope so. So if you're watching out there, say hello. Let me know if you have any experience with yoga. Let me know any goals you have with yoga, with fitness, with health. And I'd be happy to incorporate your specific requests into the sequence. Hi, I'm feeling well. I am feeling pretty good today. It's pretty rainy here in Atlanta, Georgia, where I am, but I'm feeling pretty good. Yesterday I was able to get some vitamin D, some sunlight, so today I'm not hating the rain. It's kind of soothing, actually. What's the weather like where you are, Mopar? Oh, auditions. So usually in December, auditions slow down a little bit for most actors. So I didn't get as many auditions in December around the holidays. And it was kind of nice to have a little bit of a break auditioning, because it is very energy draining. But I did have a couple of cool auditions last week, and I'm pretty happy with the way they turned out. So I look at all auditions as an opportunity to just practice the craft and try not to get too attached to end results, which is actually a yogic philosophy. Non-attachment, not attaching to the outcome of a situation, and trying to stay present in the moment and appreciate the moment. So I try to use yogic philosophy in all areas of my life when I'm auditioning. It's been really windy, rainy in the fall weather. Perfect weather for reading books under a warm blanket, which I had a fireplace in my apartment. Yeah, sometimes when it rains, it is nice weather for cuddling up by a fire. I wish I had a fire in my apartment too. I don't have a fireplace. But it's also a good opportunity if you don't feel like going outside to take advantage of some online Twitch streamers for exercise. So I'm hoping we'll have some new friends join us today. If you're new to my channel and you're watching, say hi. Let me know where you are in the world. Let me know what your goals are with yoga. I have a full hour yoga class starting in just about 5-6 minutes. So before I start the yoga class, I'd love to hear who's participating and what your goals are, so that way I can integrate your specific goals into the sequence today. But either way, I'm going to offer lots of options for all levels. It'll be a full body workout, so we'll get the heart rate up, we'll burn some calories, we'll work on strength, flexibility, and of course, yogic principles, mindfulness, breathing techniques. But we have about 5 minutes before it's time to start, so say hello. Let me know what brought you to my channel. Let's see. Well, Mopar, maybe after the class is over, maybe you'll feel good relaxing after the class is over. Sometimes I can relax easier into stillness after I've had some movement. Movement is medicine for the body and the mind, so hopefully after the yoga class today, you'll be able to relax and enjoy some nice quiet time reading with your imaginary fire. Petey, are you there? Wonder if Petey is joining. No, Mopar, I haven't been able to garden. It's so cold right now in Atlanta that most gardens are hibernating for the winter, we'll put it that way. It's just been really cold and the temperatures dropped really low last month, so a lot of things froze, but I'm hoping to start a garden again in springtime. What about you? Yeah, that would be great if you could visualize breath of fire and that would generate a real fire. That would be really cool if it worked that way. All right, we just have a few minutes before it's time to start yoga. So let me know any requests, anything you want to work on. I know Mopar wants to burn calories, which we will. All you need for this class is a mat, but you may want to have other props as well. You might want to have a blanket or a pillow to pad the knees for extra padding underneath the knees. You may want a yoga block or a strap, but all those props are optional. The main thing you really need is a mat or a towel or carpet. You don't want to do it directly on hardwood just because placing your knees down directly on hardwood might not be comfortable. So carpet or a mat. If you have a nearby towel, that may work for extra padding. We should have, I'm also offering this session through Zoom, so I'm hoping some of my Zoomers will come. Just have a couple minutes. Peter, yes, where is Peter? Petey Ether. That's great, Mopar. A new cactus plant. Hi, David. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Happy to see you in the Zoom room. Let me know how you're doing today. If you have any requests for me. All right then, without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started. So go ahead and make your way to your mat. And record this.
Recording in progress.
So for today's practice, I invite you to start lying down. So if you have a blanket or a pillow, you're welcome to start in a supported fish pose. And what that means is rolling up a blanket or a pillow, bringing that to the base of the spine, and then relaxing on your prop. Or you can just lie flat on the mat here. That's what I'm gonna do today. You're welcome to place a block underneath as well if you want to try supported fish. And I'm just gonna lie down and bring the outer edges of my feet to the outer edges of my mat and rotate my knees into touch to help alleviate any low back pain. And grab the inner arches of the elbows up overhead, opening the shoulders and the chest. Hi Samira, welcome. So just take a moment to settle in here. Settle into your body. Settle into this space, this time that you carved out for yourself. Close the eyes. Bring your awareness to your breath. And without trying to control your breath at first, simply invite your mind to ride the wave of your breath, noticing the quality of your inhale and observing the quality of your exhale. Notice if your breath feels fast or slow, shallow or deep, smooth or choppy. Just observe your natural breathing pattern today. Then take a moment, scan from your head to your toes. Notice all physical sensations through the whole body as you scan from your head to your toes. And after that body scan, I invite you to take a moment, turn inward, silently acknowledge and accept how you're feeling mentally and emotionally today. Let go of any notion of how you think you should feel or how you would like to feel. Give yourself permission to accept and honor how you do feel in the mind and in the heart. Maybe ask yourself, does your mind feel clear? Does your mind feel cluttered? Are you focused? Are you scatterbrained? And check in with your emotions. What emotions might be coming up for you? Hi Mark, welcome. I just turned your mic off. So just taking the next few moments to check in with the breath, the body, the mind, the heart. And after checking in with your mental state, your emotional state, I invite you to gently place one hand over the heart, one hand over the navel. Take a moment and honor yourself for showing up to this practice to refine the body, mind, and spirit for your sake and for all the lives you impact. And when you're ready, I invite you to join me for 3 deep cleansing breaths. Take a deep breath in, fill up the belly first. Feel the pressure of the hand on the navel. Then fill up the ribs and chest. Feel the pressure of the hand on the chest. Pause, hold your breath at the top. Then open the mouth, slowly sigh out. Think of releasing all physical tension. Second time, take a deeper inhale. Expand more through the belly, more through the ribs, the chest. Pause, hold your breath. Then open the mouth, sigh out. Think of releasing all emotional tension. Third time, deeper inhale. Expand through the belly, the ribs, the chest. Pause, hold your breath. Maybe see if you can sniff in a little more air. Then open the mouth, slowly exhale. This time think of releasing any mental stress, releasing any distracting thoughts. And now we'll start Ujjayi breath. So seal the lips and gently constrict the throat. Take a deep inhale through the nose. A longer breath out through the nose. Deep inhale through the nose. Slower exhale through the nose. And continue to practice deepening your inhales and lengthening your exhales, finding your own pace, your own rhythm, as you set an intention for your practice so that you're moving with purpose, with mindfulness on the mat today. Here's a quote for inspiration. Honor the process of spiritual growth. Nurture yourself through each stage of your evolution and your growth. When we release an emotion or a self-limiting belief, our body shifts, it detoxifies, changes. A new lesson then emerges. We discover we can choose joy, choose freedom, choose forgiveness. Each new lesson grows and appears in many different forms. On the job, in relationships, in all areas of our lives. Trust the process of change. Honor it, respect it, revere it. You no longer have to wait for something to happen. Something is happening right now within you. Welcome the changes that can be yours. Let life help you as you take an active part in creating these changes. Let the process become living, interactive, and magical. So if any of these words resonate with you today, maybe set an affirmation such as, I am changing, I am transforming, I'm evolving. Any quality that you would like to call into your body, your mind. For the next 3 breaths, I invite you to silently recite any personal mantra that's meaningful to you 3 times for the next 3 breaths. And after your 3rd breath, your 3rd mantra, we'll start connecting our breath to our movement. So take a deep breath in, draw the knees to your chest, wrap your arms around your shins, give yourself a hug, rounding the spine. Then as you exhale, plant your feet, press your arms up overhead, lift the hips to bridge pose. So that's our first flow. We're going to flow between these shapes. Inhale, lower the hips, do a little crunch here. Knees to chest, round the spine. Then exhale, plant the feet, reach your arms up overhead as you lift the hips, bridge pose. Several more rounds. Inhale, hug the knees to the chest, round the spine. And exhale, bridge pose. Several more rounds. Inhale, do a little crunch, knees to chest. And exhale, bridge. Inhale, crunch. Exhale, bridge. Inhale, crunch. Exhale, bridge. Inhale, crunch. Exhale, bridge. One more. Inhale, crunch. And exhale, bridge. Now hold your bridge pose here. Keeping the head still, the chin lifted. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. And exhale, lower your palms by the hips as you lower the hips down. Then from here, take a deep breath in, draw your right knee to your chest, take your right hand on the outer right foot as you lengthen the left leg long. So this is a support of a half happy baby pose. So you're hugging the right knee to the right armpit, flexing the right foot. Now, for more core strengthening, see if you can float the left heel an inch above the mat. Then inhale, hug the right knee closer to the armpit, half happy baby. Then exhale as you switch legs. So take the left hand on the outer left foot, hugging the left knee to the left armpit. Extend your right leg, flexing the right foot. See if you can float the right heel an inch above the mat, activating the core. Inhale, stretch the hip a little more, and then exhale, switch. So that's our next flow. Inhale, stretch, exhale, switch. Inhale, stretch, exhale, switch. Several more. Inhale, stretch, exhale, switch. Inhale, stretch, exhale, switch. Practice several more rounds just like this, finding your own rhythm, your own pace, just alternating legs and half happy baby. So we're stretching the hips, stretching the legs while we work the core, especially the lower abdominals here. Try to keep that heel just an inch above the mat as you lengthen the leg. Take a few more rounds. Moving with the breath. Great, and on your next exhale, plant your feet just beneath the hips. Then take a deep breath in, press the right heel towards the ceiling. Then exhale, we're gonna floss the hips. So think of pressing your right toes underneath that left leg, called a hip floss. A few more. Inhale, straighten the right leg high. Exhale, hip floss. Kick the right toes underneath the left leg. Inhale, right leg lifts high, and exhale, floss. Now, option 1, stay here, or option 2, really push into all 4 corners of your left foot. Lift the hips. In a one-legged bridge, we're going to do the same motion. Inhale, straighten the right leg high, and exhale, floss. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, floss. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, floss. One more. Inhale, straighten, and exhale, floss. Then lower the hips down. Keep sliding that right knee behind the left knee, flexing both feet, grabbing the outer edges of the feet. So now we're in a reclined double pigeon, keeping the feet flexed to protect any tweaking of the knees. You should feel a nice stretch in the hips. Keep pressing the tailbone into the mat so the back is flat. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Full breath in. Slower breath out. One more deep inhale. And exhale, gently release. Uncross the legs, plant the feet. Same thing on the opposite side. Inhale, press the left toes towards the ceiling, straighten the left leg, then exhale, floss. So take the left foot underneath that right leg. 2 more. Inhale, straighten the left leg, and exhale, hip floss. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, hip floss. Do a few more this way, or more of a challenge. Press into all 4 corners of your right foot. Lift the hips. Keep the hips elevated and do the same motion. Inhale, straighten the left leg, and exhale, floss. Inhale, left leg straightens. Exhale, floss. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, floss. One more. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, floss. Then slowly lower the hips. Keep sliding that left leg underneath the right. Flex the feet. Then grab the outer edges of the feet with the feet flexed. Stretching the hips. Recline, double pigeon. Keep pressing the tailbone into the mat. You should feel a nice stretch in the outer hips here. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. One more deep inhale. And then exhale, uncross the legs. Wrap your arms around your shins, round the spine a lot. Inhale, rock back. And exhale, rock forward. Inhale, rock back. Exhale, rock forward. Inhale, rock back. Exhale, rock forward. Make your way to boat pose Navasana. So see if you can balance on the sacrum. Option to lower your feet and lean back. Option to straighten your legs, lifting the feet. You should feel work in the core. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Then exhale, slowly lower the legs all the way down. Then inhale, reach your hands high. And exhale, reach for your toes. Inhale, lengthen more through the spine. Exhale, bow deeper. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, deepen. Great. Inhale, lift the head over the heart over the hips. Bring your hands to your heart. Draw your left knee to your chest, then plant your left foot. So from here, we're going to try to inhale as we lift the hips. Then exhale as we lower, cross the left ankle over the right. A few more. Inhale, try to lift the hips here, and exhale, lower. Cross the left ankle over the right. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Cross the left ankle. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. This time, cross your left foot over your right thigh. Inhale, reach the hands high, and exhale, take your right elbow on the outer left thigh. Gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale, lift up tall. Exhale, twist deeper. Inhale, lift up tall. Exhale, stay here or try a bind. Bring the back of the left hand to the low back and maybe take your right fingertips in that little window you created, reaching for your fingers to touch. Inhale, lift up taller. Exhale, twist deeper. Inhale, lift up tall. And exhale, twist. Great. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, straighten the left leg. So we're going to try that on the other side. Inhale, right knee to chest. Plant your right foot to the side of the hip. Try to lift the hips. Then exhale, lower. Cross your right ankle over the left, keeping that right foot floating. We'll try a few more. Inhale, plant the right foot. Try to lift the hips. Exhale, lower. Cross the right ankle over the left. Inhale, try to lift the hips. And exhale, lower, cross. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Cross your right foot over your left thigh. Inhale, lift the hands up high. And exhale, twist. Left elbow to outer right thigh. Gaze over the right shoulder. Inhale, lift up taller. And exhale, twist deeper. Stay here or try a bind. Bring the back of the right hand to the low back. And maybe reach your left hand towards your right hand. Inhale, lift up taller. Exhale, twist deeper. Inhale, lift up taller. Exhale, twist deeper. Great. Inhale, back to center. Draw both knees to your chest. And exhale, cross your ankles, roll over your shins, plant your palms, making your way to tabletop. We're going to do some cat-cows. Inhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, shoulders back and down, gaze up to cow. Exhale, untuck the toes, push the mat away, chin to chest, cat pose. Several more. Inhale, arch the spine, gaze up to cow. And exhale, round the spine, push up to cat. Practice a few more rounds, finding your own pace, your own rhythm, syncing your breath to your movement. Inhale as you arch, and exhale as you round, making sure you're breathing in and out through the nose as much as you can, and try to make sure your exhale is a little longer than your inhale, calming the nervous system, calming the mind. Maybe keep the eyes closed as much as you can, focusing inward. Only turn to see what I'm doing if something I'm saying is unclear. So that way your head will be in proper alignment and your focus will be inward, exploring what's happening within the mind as we explore these changes within the body. Inhale to cow and exhale to cat. Practice a few more. Great. On your next inhale, straighten your right leg back behind you like a diagonal. As you shift your hips back, lower your forearms down. So your right foot should be to the left of the mat like a diagonal. Then as you exhale, push your hands into the mat, swing your right foot all the way to lizard lunge. So the right foot is on the outside of the mat. Option 1 is to stay here with the arms straight or do a little chaturanga push-up. So just drawing the elbows into the ribs and lower halfway down and then push up. So that's our next little flow. We're going to flow between those two shapes several times. Inhale, shift the hips back, straighten the right leg back like a diagonal, come down on the forearms. Then exhale, swing the right foot around to a lizard lunge with a chaturanga push-up. A few more. Inhale, shift back, and exhale, lizard lunge, chaturanga push-up. Inhale, shift back. Exhale, lizard lunge, chaturanga push-up. Inhale, shift back. Exhale, lizard lunge, push-up. Inhale, shift back. Exhale, lizard lunge, push-up. Inhale, shift back. Exhale, lizard lunge, push up. Now hold your lizard lunge. See if you can tuck your back toes, float your back knee. Let's try 3 more chaturanga push-ups. Inhale, elbows to ribs, lower halfway. Exhale, push up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, push up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, push up. Maybe stay here, or maybe see if you can reach your right arm underneath your right foot, underneath the right leg. So just taking your right fingertips to the right, tenting up the palms, so the right shoulder is underneath the right leg. Maybe reach the left arm to the left, so you're spreading your arms wide. Option 1, stay here, or try a bind. Bring the back of the right hand to the low back. Maybe bring the back of the left hand to the low back. Reach for your fingertips. So the bind is optional. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. And exhale, plant your palms underneath your shoulders back to a lizard lunge. Lower the left knee and bring your right foot back to the left, tabletop. So we're going to explore those same movements on the opposite side now. Inhale, straighten the left leg back like a diagonal. So the left toes on the outside of the mat. Then lower your forearms down as you sink your hips back. On your exhale, swing that left leg to the left. Plant your left foot on the outside of the mat for a lizard lunge, and maybe incorporate a chaturanga push-up. So just lowering the chest and pushing up. So that's our next flow. Inhale, left leg back at a diagonal. Lower the forearms. Exhale, shift forward. Lizard lunge with a push-up. Several more. Inhale, shift back. Exhale, lizard lunge, push up. 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 Now, see if you can tuck your back toes, float your back knee. 3 more chaturanga push-ups and lizard lunge. Inhale, elbows to ribs, lower down. Exhale, push up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, push up. 1 more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, push up. Maybe just breathe here, or take your left hand to the left arm underneath that left leg. Maybe take your right hand to the right, tenting up the fingertips. Breathe here, or try a bind. Bring the back of the left hand to the low back, back of the right hand to the low back. Reach for your fingers or your wrists, and bind. Deep breath in, long breath out. Deep breath in, and exhale. Plant your palms back under the shoulders, lizard lunge. Lower the right knee and bring the left leg back to the right. And now we're in tabletop. Take a deep breath in, tuck the toes, and exhale. Lift the hips, lower the heels, downward dog, making an upside down V. Fingers spread wide, pressing the fingertips down and forward. Rotate the inner arches of the elbows forward. Press the shoulders away from the ears. Knit in the ribs, gaze at the belly, pressing the heels down and out towards the earth. Take several breaths here. Maybe pedal your feet or sway your hips, rock your head. Explore any movements that feel good to you in this downward dog shape and enjoy your breath. Then find a little stillness in down dog. Take a deep breath in, lift the heels, round the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae to plank. Then exhale, draw the elbows into the ribs, lower halfway down, chaturanga. Inhale, draw your right heel to your hip. Then exhale, plant your right foot behind you as you reach your right arm high. Take a deep breath in, lift the hips, and then exhale, lower. So your right foot is outside of the left leg. We're going to do 2 more. Left hand underneath the shoulder. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, lower. Then slide your right foot back. Take your left hand on the outer right ankle. Right hand reaches for the left toes. Stretch. Deep breath in. Long breath out. 2 more nice slow breaths. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. 1 more. Deep inhale. Nice long slow exhale. Great. Inhale, lift the torso back up. Then exhale, plant your left palm underneath the shoulder. Push into your right foot. Inhale, lift the hips, sort of like wild thing. And then exhale, plant your right palm underneath the shoulder. Draw your right heel to your hip. Then with an inhale, 3-legged dog. And exhale, downward dog. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. So we're going to play with that sequence on the other side. Inhale, lift the heels, undulate forward to plank. Exhale, draw your left heel to your hip. Then rotate to the side. Take the left foot behind you. Left arm reaches high like a wild thing. Slowly lower the hips down. So check your alignment. The left foot should be on the inside of the right thigh. Right hand underneath the shoulder. Then inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 1 more. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Now this time, see if you can slide your left foot back. Take the right hand, grab the outside of the left ankle. Then reach the left fingers towards your right toes. 3 slow, deep breaths here. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. 1 more. Full inhale. Nice long slow exhale. Inhale, lift the torso up. And exhale, plant the right palm underneath the shoulder. Really push your left foot into the mat. Inhale, lift the hips. And exhale, plant your left palm underneath the shoulder. Left heel to hip. So you're in a plank, but the left heel is to the hip. Then inhale, 3-legged dog. And exhale, downward dog. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. So we're going to try that same little sequence 1 more time on both sides. So if you didn't get it the first time, I'm sure you'll get it this time. Inhale, lift the heels, rotate to plank. Exhale, kick the right heel to the hip. Now keep it there. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, rotate to the knife side of the left foot. Plant your right foot behind you. Right arm reaches high. Inhale, lift the hips. And exhale, lower. So check to make sure your right foot is on the inside of the left thigh and the left hand is underneath that left shoulder. Now we're going to lift the hips and lower 3 times. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 1 more. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. And see if you can draw your right foot back. Left hand on the outer right ankle. Right hand reaches to the left toes. Deep stretch for the whole body. Deep breath in. Long breath out. 2 more breaths. Full inhale. Slow exhale. 1 more. Deep breath in. Nice long slow breath out. Great. Inhale, lift the torso up, draw the right knee forward, plant your left palm. Make sure you're pressing into the right foot and the left palm. Inhale, lift the hips. And exhale, rotate back to plank, but keep the right heel glued to the hip. Now take a deep breath in, three-legged dog. Exhale, downward dog. Deep breath in, long breath out. We're going to try that sequence one more time on the other side. Inhale, rotate to plank. Exhale, left heel to hip. Rotate the hips to the nice side of the right foot, then plant your left foot behind you, stacking the shoulders. Inhale, lift up high, and exhale, lower the hips. So check to make sure the left foot's inside the right thigh, and the right hand's underneath the shoulder. We're going to lift and lower the hips 3 times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Now see if you can draw your left foot farther back behind you. Take the right hand, grab the outer left ankle. Left hand reaches for the right toes. Full body stretch. 3 nice, slow, deep breaths. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. One more. Deep inhale. And exhale, gently release. Rotate that left foot forward. Plant your right palm behind you. Make sure the right hand's underneath the shoulder. Press into the left foot. As you inhale, lift the hips. And exhale, rotate back to plank, but keep that left heel glued to the hip. Then inhale, 3-legged dog. And exhale, downward dog. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale, look between the thumbs, and exhale, tiptoe your feet toward your hands until you arrive at a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Flip your palms and press the tops of the hands into the mat. So you're stretching the front of the wrist. Stay there or go deeper. Slide your hands underneath your feet so the toes massage the inside of the wrist, driving the elbows outward. Bend your knees as much as you need to touch your chest, your thighs, and shake your head yes, shake your head no. As you shake your head yes, maybe think about what you want to say yes to in life right now. As you shake your head no, think about what you want to say no to in life. Then when you're ready, bend the knees a lot, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, slowly, slowly, curl up the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, making your way to mountain pose. So make sure the feet are about 2 fists apart. Make sure your feet are straight, making an 11. Root through the heels, activate the legs. Slightly tuck in the tailbone. Practice scooping the lower belly in and up on your exhales. Roll the shoulders back and down, reach down through the fingers. Draw your chin inward. Lift through the crown of the head. Take a moment, feel this alignment, and breathe. So now we're going to practice some variations of Sun Series B, some old familiar friends you should know. Inhale, bend the knees, sink the hips, reach the hands up, chair pose. Check your alignment. Make sure the weight's in the heels, knees over ankles. Try not to arch or round the spine. Slight tuck of the tailbone. Shoulders back and down, but really reach through the fingers. Inhale, sink the hips lower, reach the hands higher. Hold for an exhale. Inhale, sink the hips lower, reach the hands higher, hold for an exhale. Inhale, sink your hips to your lowest, reach your hands to your highest. And exhale, straighten the legs, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Bend your knees, plant your palms, step or float to plank. Then lower the knees, the chest, and the chin. Hips stay raised at first. Inhale, untuck the toes, sink the hips, pull the chest forward and up. Cobra. Exhale, plant your palms, tuck the toes. Press up to assisted or regular plank, then use the core. Lift the hips, lower the heels, downward dog. Inhale, look between the thumbs, bend the knees, step or lightly float, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. And exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step or float to plank. Option to lower knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, keeping the knees lifted. Then inhale, open to cobra, or maybe up dog, shoulders back and down. Untuck the toes. Maybe float the knees. Exhale, use the core, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward dog. Inhale, look between the thumbs, bend the knees, soften the elbows, step or float, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, mountain pose. Option 3 if sun B. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, try one of those first options, or maybe today, try floating straight back to chaturanga. Elbows over wrists, shoulders lined with elbows. And then I encourage you to practice a few extra push-ups this time. Knees can be lowered or lifted. Try to make them chaturanga push-ups. Then inhale, open the chest, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, travel to the front, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. And exhale, mountain pose. I invite you to join me for 3 more rounds of Sun Series B. Choose whatever variation calls to you. Most importantly, connect the breath to the movement. We'll do 3 more rounds. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, vinyasa. Choose your own variation. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, travel to the front, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, mountain pose. 2 more rounds. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, vinyasa. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, mountain. 1 more round. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, vinyasa. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. And exhale, mountain pose. Take a moment, close the eyes. Notice how you're feeling outward in the body. Observe how you're feeling inward in the mind. Let go of any thoughts that may be distracting or unuseful. Then gently bring your awareness back to your breath, your body. Bring your awareness back to the intention, the affirmation you set at the beginning of this practice. So now we'll practice a couple other variations of Sun Series B, adding on some poses. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, vinyasa. Or you can always just step to downward dog. Inhale, float the right leg high, 3-legged dog. Exhale, draw your right knee to your nose. Gently step your right foot between your hands. Ground the left heel. Inhale, windmill the arms, warrior two. Right knee over ankle, pressing into the outer edge of the left foot. Shoulders back and down, shoulders over hips. Eyes on the right fingers. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. So now we're going to rotate to a revolve lunge on the other side. Inhale, straighten the right leg. And exhale, right toes in, left toes out. Lunge your left knee. Swoop that right arm up and overhead. As you lift up the right heel, take the left hand on the outer, behind the right thigh. Right arm reaches up and overhead. So now you're lunging towards the back of the mat. Left knee over ankle. Right heel over the ball of the right hip. Opening the chest. Left hand to the back of the right leg. Eyes on the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Exhale slowly with control. Lower your right knee all the way down to the mat. Then rotate your right foot to the left until the right shin is parallel to the short edge of the mat. Plant your right palm underneath the right shoulder. Left arm reaches high and extend the left leg. So now you're in a supported side plank. Right palm on the mat, left arm reaches high. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, really press into your left foot. See if you can float your right knee. Option 3, inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, knee to chest. 2 more. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, knee to chest. Now take a deep breath in. Exhale, rotate to plank. Keep that right knee lifted. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, melt to pigeon. So lower your right shin down on the mat. Lower the left knee, untuck the toes, sink the hips. You can always pad with a towel or a blanket if you need to underneath the right hip or the knee. From here, take a deep breath in and exhale. Slide your left arm underneath the right shoulder, relaxing that left ear on the mat. Take the back of the right hand to the low back, or reach your right hand towards that left heel. So you're breathing into the upper back. You should feel a big stretch behind the left shoulder, in front of the right shoulder, and a big stretch in the hips. We're going to hold here for 3 deep breaths. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. 1 more. Deep inhale. Nice long soothing exhale. Then inhale. Press your palms underneath the shoulders. Tuck the back toes. Lift up off the back knee. Swoop the right leg high. Exhale, optional 3-legged chaturanga. Inhale, open the chest. And exhale, downward dog. So now we're going to explore that same sequence, just on the opposite side. Inhale, left leg lifts high, 3-legged dog. Exhale, draw your left knee to your nose, ground the left foot, ground the right heel. Inhale, windmill the arms, warrior two. Left knee over ankle, pressing into the outer edge of the right foot, shoulders over hips, eyes on the left fingertips. Take a deep breath in, long breath out. So now we're going to transition to that revolve lunge on the other side. So inhale, straighten the left leg, left toes in. Exhale, right toes out. Lunge your right knee, lift up on the ball of the left foot. Take the right hand to the back of the left leg. Left arm reaches up and overhead. Focus the eyes on the ceiling. So you're in a revolve lunge. Right knee over ankle. Left heel over the ball of the left foot. Right fingertips to the back of the left leg. Eyes on the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale. And on your next exhale, slowly lower the left knee all the way down on the mat. Then take a deep breath in. Exhale, rotate that left foot to the right until the left shin's parallel to the short edge of the mat. Then plant the left palm underneath the left shoulder and extend your right leg. Supported side plank. Option 1, stay here. Or option 2, inhale, really push into the outside of the right foot. Then exhale, hug the left knee towards your chest. Option 3, inhale, kick the left leg forward. Exhale, knee to chest. 2 more. Inhale, kick it forward. Exhale, knee to chest. Last one. Inhale, kick it forward. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, plant the right palm. And exhale, make your way to pigeon pose. So lower the left shin, lower the right knee, untuck the right toes, sink your hips. Grab any props you might need. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, slide the right arm underneath the left shoulder. As you relax the right ear on the mat, bring the back of the left hand to the low back. Or reach your left fingers toward that right heel. Breathing deeply. Opening the hips, opening the shoulders, opening the upper back. 3 more slow, deep breaths here. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. 1 more. Deep inhale. Nice, long, slow exhale. Inhale, press your palms underneath the shoulders, tuck the back toes, float the left leg, 3-legged dog, and exhale, optional 3-legged chaturanga. Inhale, open the chest, and exhale, downward dog. So now we're going to explore that same sequence 1 more time on both sides. Inhale, right leg lifts high. Exhale, right knee to nose. Plant your right foot. Inhale, ground the left heel, rise, warrior 2. Exhale, revolve lunge. We're moving a little faster. So, spin on the right heel, left hand to the back of the right leg, right arm reaches up and overhead. The left leg is lunged, right leg is straight. Eyes on the ceiling. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. And exhale, slowly lower the right knee down. Then take a deep inhale. Exhale, rotate the right foot to the left till the shins parallel to the short edge of the mat. Plant the right palm underneath the shoulder. Straighten the left leg. Stay here in a supported side plank or option 2. Inhale, right knee to chest. Hold for an exhale. Option 3. Inhale, kick the right leg forward. Exhale, knee to chest. 2 more. Inhale, kick it forward. Exhale, knee to chest. Last one. Inhale, kick it forward. Exhale, knee to chest. Plant your left palm. See if you can keep that right leg floating in front of you. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sink down to pigeon pose. Deep breath in. And exhale, slide the left arm underneath the right shoulder. Bring the back of the right hand to the low back. Opening the front of the right and the back of the left shoulder. Opening the hip. 3 breaths. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Full breath in. Slow breath out. 1 more. Deep inhale. Nice, long, slow exhale. Inhale, plant the palms under the shoulders, tuck the back toes, float the right leg, 3-legged dog, and exhale, maybe try a 3-legged chaturanga. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Same sequence 1 more time on the left leg first. Inhale, left leg lifts high, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to nose. Plant your left foot between your hands. Inhale, ground the right heel, rise to warrior two. And exhale, revolve lunge to the back of the mat. So bend your right knee, spin on the ball of the left foot, right hand to the back of the left leg, reach the left arm all the way up and overhead, eyes on the ceiling. Deep breath in, long breath out. Deep breath in, exhale, slowly lower the left knee down. Then take a deep inhale, exhale, rotate the left heel to the right, till the left shin's parallel to the short edge of the mat. Plant your left palm underneath the shoulder. Straighten the right leg. Supported side plank. Or option two, really pushing into the outside of the right foot. Inhale, left knee to chest. Stay here, or option three. Inhale, kick the left leg forward. Exhale, knee to chest. Two more. Inhale, kick it forward. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, kick it forward. Exhale, knee to chest. Plant your left palm. Now see if you can keep the left foot floating for a deep breath in. Then exhale, sink to pigeon. Flexing the left foot. Deep breath in. And exhale, slide the right arm underneath the left shoulder. Bring the back of the left hand to the low back. And relax. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Slower breath out. One more full inhale. Nice, long, slow exhale. Inhale, plant the palms under the shoulders, tuck the back toes, float the left leg, three-legged dog. And exhale, maybe try a three-legged chaturanga. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Then take a deep breath in. And exhale, walk your hands back towards your feet. Toe heel the feet mat width apart. Heels in, toes out. Take a big inhale. And exhale, sink your hips to Malasana. Heels in, toes out. Hands to heart. Shoulders back and down. Close the eyes. And with the eyes closed, just take a moment. Notice how your breath feels, how your body feels. Notice any thoughts in your mind. Let go of any thoughts that may be destructive, such as judgment, inner criticism. Let go of expectation. Bring your awareness back to your intention. Maybe silently recite your mantra 3 times for the next 3 breaths. And after the 3rd breath, the 3rd mantra, plant your palms, plant your hips, and straighten the legs forward. Inhale, reach the hands high, and exhale, reach for your toes. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, and exhale, bow deeper. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen. One more. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, deepen. Inhale, curl the spine up, plant your palms behind you, and exhale, see if you can lift your hips to a reverse plank pose. Opening through the chest, deep breath in, long breath out. Deep breath in, and exhale, lower the hips down. We're going to do that one more time, this time with more mindfulness. So this is a heart opening pose. Maybe think of something specific you want to invite into your heart, such as forgiveness, patience, compassion, love, mindfulness for yourself, for others. Inhale, push the palms into the mat, lift the hips until you feel an opening in the chest. Deep breath in, long breath out. Deep breath in, slow breath out. One more. Deep inhale. And exhale, slowly lower the hips down. And maybe scoot your hips forward to the center of the mat. Inhale, reach forward. And exhale, curl the spine down. Then inhale, knees to chest. Exhale, knees to the right, gaze to the left for a gentle twist. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Inhale, knees to chest. Exhale, knees to the left, gaze to the right, twist the other way. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale, knees to chest, and exhale, happy baby stretch. Grab the feet, open the legs, just stretching the legs, stretching the hamstrings. Maybe gently rock. Then take the next few breaths to tune into your body. Any stretches, any movements your body's telling you it needs. Honor that for the next few breaths. When you're ready, bring the soles of your feet together. Lower your feet beneath your hips, widen the knees. Grab the inner arches of the elbows up overhead and close the eyes. Supta Konasana. With the eyes closed, take a full inhale and a longer exhale. Allow your breath to grow longer and deeper. Allow your breath to self-soothe and self-heal. Send yourself gratitude for this practice, for showing up, working hard, maybe trying something new, maybe pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, prioritizing self-care and growth for your sake and for others. And maybe bring your awareness back to your intention now. Honor the process of spiritual growth. Nurture yourself through each stage of your evolution and growth. When we release an emotion or self-limiting belief, our body shifts, it detoxifies, changes. A new lesson then emerges. We discover we can choose joy, choose freedom, choose forgiveness. Each new lesson grows and appears in many different forms. On the job, in relationships, in all areas of our lives. Trust the process of change. Honor it, respect it, revere it. You no longer have to wait for something to happen. Something is happening right now within you. Welcome the changes that can be yours. Let life help you as you take an active part in creating these changes. Let the process become living, interactive, and magical. Whenever you feel ready, gently extend the legs long. Allow the toes to rotate outward. Allow the hands to rest on either side of the body. Close the eyes. Give yourself permission to fully relax now in a well-deserved Shavasana. I'll be silent for the next minute as we allow the body and the mind to absorb, integrate, and heal from this practice. Gently bring your awareness back to your breath, back to your body. Maybe gently circle the wrists, circle the ankles, maybe rock your head. If it feels good on an inhale, do a full body stretch. And as you exhale, gently roll to one side of your body, keeping your eyes closed and your awareness inward. Take your time as you gently press yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Taking a moment to notice the quality of your breath as you gently come to a seat. Notice if your breath feels different from when we started. Notice if your body feels different. Take a moment, observe any subtle shifts in your mood, your mind, or your energy. Maybe reflect on the intention you set at the beginning of class. I'll do 3 cleansing breaths, and the third time I'll chant Om to seal our practice with peace. I hope you join. Inhale, fill up the belly, the ribs, the chest. Open the mouth, sigh it out. Inhale, fill up all the way. Nice long cleansing exhale, let it go. Inhale for Om. Bring your hands to your heart. If you'd like to join me for a final moment of gratitude, I encourage you to think of one thing in your life that you feel grateful for today. And allow this grateful feeling to grow, wash over you, and may this grateful feeling carry with you. The light in me honors the light in each of you. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today, David, Mark, and Samira. Nice to see you guys in the Zoom room. As always, please let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns, if you want any additional help with anything. If you have any requests for next time, I'll be back next week on Tuesday. So anything else you might want to work on, feel free to let me know. But otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day and take care. Thank you so much for joining. You're welcome, Samira. Have a great day. All right, for everyone who was joining on Twitch, I have time to chat on Twitch today. So for all of you joining in the Twitch world, now's the time to ask me any questions. If you want any additional support, I have about 40 minutes left that I can just chat with you guys. I can be a little more interactive now that the full hour class is over. Mopar, if you notice, we didn't really use a block, but blocks are always optional. So anytime you think you might need a block, just remember you can grab one. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for following me, Ear Couriers. Thank you for following me, WMPV. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns. Now's the time I can be a little more interactive with you guys. So I'm going to take a seat. So if you are following along today, make sure you grab some water. I'm going to sit down and be available for questions, comments, concerns. Now that the full hour of class is over, I have time for a little more interaction with you guys. What does yoga help with? Many different things. Yoga can help with stress management. Yoga can help activate the vagus nerve, the parasympathetic nervous system. Yoga can help with strength, flexibility, mindfulness. Yoga can help with boosting the immune system, becoming more self-aware. Yoga helps solidify the mind-body connection. Yoga can help you process emotion, release stress, build strength, burn calories. So many different health benefits to yoga. And then if you practice yoga philosophy, all the yamas and the niyamas, it's just a healthy way of living and interacting with the world. So many different things. Yoga can help with balance, core strength, arm strength, leg strength, full body strength, and flexibility and mobility, as well as many deeper benefits like mindfulness, self-awareness, processing emotion. Any more questions about that? Those deep twists were really hard. My cookie dough belly got in the way. Oh, Mopar. Well, just be patient with yourself with those deep twists. You never want to push too hard. So just push to the point of subtle resistance, not pain. You never want to push to the point of pain. So just remember that. Grab one more block. I don't know if my body could stretch like that. Like that I do go to the gym and lift heavy, but I'm not flexible like that. So that's a good reason to practice yoga. So if you're not flexible, that's why you practice yoga. That's one reason people practice, is for flexibility. Because as we get older, flexibility and mobility become very important in our daily lives. So lifting heavy can help build muscle, but mobility is just as important as building muscle. So that's a good reason to practice yoga. Yoga keeps people sane in the busy world. Yes. Yoga can be really good for calming our nervous system, putting our nervous system in a rest and digest mode, a rest and repair mode, so that our bodies can actually heal and restore from a workout like heavy lifting. Does that make sense? So these practices that I share on Twitch, if you guys enjoyed the class, the full hour class, and you want to support my work, I'm going to share my donation link. Just click on that link, www.yogaflowwithkim.online/donate. I just shared the link in the chat. So I do offer this class as on a donation basis. So to help me, to help make sure this is sustainable for me, I would appreciate any donation you have, even if you just have $1. If that's all you can afford, that's fine. Whatever you can afford is very much appreciated. If you can't afford anything, that's okay too. I'm happy to share these practices with you. I started Twitch just so I could connect with other people all over the world that want to improve their health and wellness, and reach out to more people other than just my immediate community. I teach a lot of classes, a lot of live classes in Atlanta where I live. I teach corporate classes. I do private sessions. But I started Twitch as a way to reach people all over the world and spread and promote health and wellness. Do you go to yoga classes? Do you find that helps, or does it benefit you more to do it alone at home? I still take classes. I love going to yoga classes and being guided. I teach classes all day long, so it's nice for me to still take classes where someone else can guide me, and I can just relax and listen to the guidance of someone else and trust the guidance of someone else that I know is trained and certified like I am. So I love going to yoga classes. So for those of you who took my class today, make sure you hydrate. Drink lots of water. Let me know if you have any questions about the sequence I shared today, or if you have any specific concerns or requests for next time. I should be able to offer this class next Tuesday at the same time through Twitch. So if there's anything specific you want to work on, feel free to let me know for next time on the 24th. If you want to join our Discord, Nightbot just automatically shared the Discord link. How long has yoga been around? Over 100,000 years. Yoga originated in India. It has a lot of spiritual origins. And then it's evolved in the West in different ways. So people have westernized yoga to really focus on the physical health benefits, which is great. But I also include some of the ancient origins as well in my practices, because I like to honor the ancient origins as well as embrace the modern styles of yoga that people love. So I include a little of everything in my classes. No worries. You're welcome to ask me anything. I'm happy to share, so ask me anything. This is the time I set aside to answer your questions for everybody who took my class, or anybody who's new who didn't take my class. Every Tuesday at 12 p.m. Atlanta, Georgia time, I try to offer a donation-based class here on Twitch to reach people all over the world and promote health and wellness. So I'll be here next Tuesday as well. Can you do a headstand? Yes, but I never teach headstand unless I'm working with a private client in person, so I can spot them, because that can be dangerous if you're new to it. I never teach a headstand virtually unless I can see the student. So I do have private clients that I coach one-on-one, but I do that through Zoom so I can see them, because it's very important for an instructor to see the student's form when teaching something like a headstand, because that can be dangerous. But I prefer to teach inversions like headstands in person so that I can spot my students. But yes, I can. I don't teach that through a live stream on Twitch. Any tips, advice, how to put the cookie down? I mean, cravings for the sweets. So that's a funny question. Absolutely. So mindfulness, we can practice mindfulness on our mats in yoga, and we can integrate mindfulness in our daily lives. So you can do yogic breathing. So whenever you feel a craving for a cookie, take a moment, pause, and just take 3 to 5 deep, slow breaths. Notice how you're feeling, and then notice what's going on with your mind. And I guarantee you, after those 3 to 5 deep, slow breaths, you'll realize you don't need the cookie. But simply taking deep, slow breaths, breathing in through the belly, breathing in through the chest, holding the breath in, then slowly exhaling 3 to 5 times. It will help you become more mindful, more self-aware, and it'll help you feel more in control. Because if we want to have control over our lives and our actions, we have to learn to control the mind. And controlling the mind starts with controlling the breath. So taking some nice controlled, conscious breaths makes you realize you have control over your breath, you have control over your body, and you have control over your actions. So if you really don't want the cookie, taking a few deep breaths reminds you that you have that self-control. You can make the choice to eat the cookie or not. Also, another technique is just imagine taking a few deep breaths, then imagining how you're going to feel after you eat the cookie. Now, it may like tickle your taste buds and give you temporary pleasure. But then how are you going to feel after that pleasure fades? Are you going to feel bad that you put something unhealthy in your body, something that could cause diabetes, something that could cause cancer, something that could create a disease? Are you going to feel good that you put that in your body? So if you really visualize yourself going through that action and how you're going to feel after that action, that can also help remind you that you have the self-control to make conscious, mindful choices. I have to eat so much to keep my mass up, like 4 big meals a day and snack between. Well, that's good. So, I mean, if you're trying to build mass and build muscle, yeah, you do need to eat more calories, but that doesn't mean you have to eat cookies. You can eat healthy food. Because just because you have a lot of muscle, that doesn't necessarily mean you're healthy. What you eat is going to affect your organs and your cells, and it's going to affect you on a cellular level. So eating a cookie can cause all types of issues, health-wise. So just because you're working out more and trying to build mass, you can still eat more calories, but make healthier food choices. You can eat healthier foods, more of healthier foods, produce, fruits and vegetables, organic. I'm trying to eat less carbs, nom nom nom, and more protein this year. Well, that's a good goal. However, certain carbohydrates are necessary for our health. Complex carbohydrates are necessary. Vegetables and fruit, organically grown, if you can find a local farm, that's how you're going to get the most nutrients that your cells need to repair, and to function. So you need to have complex carbohydrates. The types of carbohydrates you want to avoid are refined sugars and simple carbohydrates. So if you're trying to cut down on belly fat, cut down on refined sugar, cut down on simple carbohydrates like white potatoes, pasta, complex carbohydrates like vegetables, spinach, kale, broccoli, cauliflower. Those are all good for you. Sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes can actually help stabilize your blood sugar, whereas white potatoes spike up your blood sugar. And protein, just make sure it's healthy, lean protein. Red meat can cause issues in excess, everything in moderation. So, and it's how you prepare the meat that can make a big difference. So always grilling. Grilling is always better than frying. Try not to fry any of your foods. Grilling or baking or steaming, and using a very light amount of salt. Don't use any sugar. Sugar is probably the leading cause of a lot of diseases, the refined sugar. So try to avoid refined sugar at all costs. Try to avoid corn syrup and high fructose corn syrup, which is really, really harmful. This comes in no disrespect, but I always thought yoga was a hippie thing, but you make it sound like a lot more than that. No, it's all good. I mean, everyone's going to have preconceived ideas about yoga. Until you experience it yourself and practice it yourself, you're not going to understand what it does for you. You're not going to understand the benefits until you really feel the benefits yourself. So, but yeah, yoga can be a lot of fun, especially a dynamic vinyasa style of yoga. There's dozens and dozens of styles of yoga. So there are certain styles of yoga that are more meditative and more about like the ancient origins. So I think that's probably what you mean by a hippie thing, which those styles of yoga I still believe in, and I think they have a lot of benefits. But just for Twitch purposes, I typically teach more of a dynamic vinyasa active practice because I feel like the world needs more movement. In general, movement is medicine for the body. And I feel like a lot of people on Twitch are probably looking for that style of yoga versus the other styles that you probably think might be hippie. But yeah, there's dozens and dozens of styles of yoga. So, if you're interested in flexibility, you just need to find a teacher that aligns with your goals and a style of yoga that feels good for you, that helps you accomplish your goals. So I work with a lot of students one-on-one, and this is usually what I ask. I ask what their primary interests are. Are you interested in the meditative, spiritual aspects? Are you interested in more of the practical, physical benefits? And then if they say, I'm not interested in the spiritual aspects, then I don't really focus on that. So I customize sequences based on the interests and the goals of the students when I'm coaching one-on-one. But I'm glad I'm kind of sparking your interest there. What's a good age to start? I'm 24. Yeah, I mean, you can start yoga at any age. The earlier you start, the better. So I would recommend starting today, starting now. And then, because you're in your early 20s, starting at 24, you'll be able to keep up the practice. And in 10 years, your practice will have evolved to places you may have not even imagined. You might be able to do all kinds of things you never thought you could do. If you start at age 24, your body will thank you later in life. And you keep up consistent practice. Consistency is key. Getting rid of wheat and bread. Replace that to a full grain bread. Yep. I also okay. So I typically avoid dairy myself, but if cottage cheese is something you like and it feels good to you, if that works for you, that's great. Sweet pepper, okay, very cool, very cool. Yeah, no, that sounds great. Mopar, that sounds like a really good start. I would just avoid all bread in general. Most bread is just not, there's certain types of bread that aren't as bad for you, but the way wheat is processed here, especially in the US, can cause inflammation, and a lot of dairy can cause inflammation too. So I just avoid wheat and dairy in general, but you know, you have to eat what works for you. So yes. Yes, so teaching yoga is one of my main jobs. I'm a 200-hour certified yoga instructor, so I work for corporations like Kaiser Permanente and other corporate companies, and then I have my own company. But I don't just teach yoga, I also teach other fitness classes, and I teach Tai Chi, meditation, mindfulness, and I teach nutrition. I have a one-on-one health coaching business. And then I also teach kids yoga, family yoga. So I work with like a lot of different companies, and then I also have my own company. And then outside of health coaching and teaching yoga, I'm a performing artist and an actor. What about you, Useless V2? What is your profession? Brown rice is good? Yes, brown rice has good benefits. Again, you just don't want to eat, if you're trying to cut down on carbohydrates, you just don't want to eat too much. But brown rice is usually a very healthy carbohydrate. 1 serving of brown rice, absolutely. Brown rice, wild rice, bamboo rice. There's something called forbidden rice, which has a lot of nutrients. Red rice, all good choices. So that's the Discord link. Anybody want to join and chit chat on Discord outside of Twitch? Just click that Discord link. Mopar likes to post some cute little photos, and it's a way to keep in touch. I will also let you know on Discord if there's ever a Tuesday where I have to work and I can't make it. I will let you know on the Discord chat. So that's another reason to follow Discord. But Mopar, I'm so proud of you for trying to eat healthier and cut back on carbohydrates. Just remember, not all carbohydrates are created equal. You need complex carbohydrates, so I'm nothing special like that. I just work on a slaughter floor. What is a slaughter floor? And go home to my daughter and wife, and then gym. Brown rice is good. I get overeating so much. Sometimes I eat so much I feel sick. Yeah, well, if you're working out really hard, you know, you're going to be really hungry, right? So it's easy to overeat after like a heavy lifting session. But it's good to have carbohydrates after heavy lifting. But yeah, I get that. Taking deep breaths in between bites can really help you be mindful of what you're doing so you don't overindulge. Just taking deep breaths in between bites. So do you do construction? Is that what I'm getting? Is that what a slaughter floor is? Construction? And do you ever work out with your family? Sometimes it's fun to have, I teach like family yoga for the whole family. It's a way of kind of bonding with the family, and you kind of use each other as like leverage for balance moves and whatnot. So it's fun teaching families yoga. So Nightbot just shared my website, yogaflowwithkim.online. So if you are curious about any of my private health coaching classes I do virtually, feel free to click on that link and check it out. Yes, I went full on nom nom on holidays and expanded caution wide load. So cutting back junk food and need to move more. Yeah, well, you're not alone, Mopar. I think a lot of people did. So good for you for coming to a good place. Sounds like you're going to start taking control, making healthier choices. So good for you. It's also important not to beat yourself up whenever you do kind of overindulge, not to beat yourself up about it, because how is that constructive? Just forgiving yourself, and because all we have is the moment, right? The past is in the past. That's one thing that yoga helps us realize. Past is in the past. The past and future don't exist. So whatever you ate in the past, let it go. And you can always start over right now in the moment, making healthier choices. For breakfast this morning, I had 9 wheat Bix. 9 wheat Bix. I think you mean wheat biscuits, 3 eggs, and my shake, that's like 1,500 calories, and 1 drink, and slaughter floor. I don't want to make anyone sad, but it's a floor where you kill skin and cut apart the cows for meat. Oh, I see. Wow, okay. Oh, gosh. Yeah, my vegan friends wouldn't want to hear about that. Sounds like a really big breakfast. So, if you feel good after you eat, that's always a good test. So whatever you eat, do you feel focused? Do you feel energized? If you feel energized and focused and happy, that means you ate something healthy. But if you eat and you feel tired and sluggish, or you don't feel good, that means what you ate wasn't healthy, or you ate too much. So just simply tuning into how you're feeling after you eat is a simple yet very effective practice to test, am I eating healthy? Am I eating right for myself? And what's good for you may not be good for someone else, because everybody's unique. Somebody who has a very active lifestyle does need to eat more calories, but that doesn't mean you need to eat unhealthy calories. You can still eat more, just more of the healthier foods. I don't know if wheat biscuits are very healthy. It doesn't sound like super healthy. Eggs aren't bad, depending on how they're prepared. I don't know what was in your shake, but if it had a lot of sugar, it probably wasn't good. But if it was like a smoothie, then that's good. Yeah, and I won't comment on the slaughter floor, just because I don't want to sound judgy. Yeah, I don't really tell people what my job is in case the reason. Yeah, no, it's okay. I mean, I appreciate you being honest. I'm not going to judge, Every lifestyle is different. I try not to judge. All right. So again, Nightbot just shared my donation link. So if any of the practices or health tips I've shared are helpful for you, please feel free to support my work. Any donation is helpful. I watched on Joe Rogan, and there was this mushroom expert doctor. This person said that people should search nutrition that would suit them. People should have energy after energy, and this should be steady or gradually lower during the day. If the energy is spiking or crashing, then the person is eating wrong. Yeah, no, that's a good way to test too. If your energy is spiking or decreasing, if your energy is pretty stable, that's usually a good sign you're doing something right. We do get a lot of protesters outside of our work. Yeah, that's not surprising. I'm sure people protest. Yeah, no, I like that Mopar. I like Joe Rogan. He's fun to watch. Does anybody else watch Joe Rogan? Yes, steady energy after eating means you're doing something right. So good for you. Have you always been a vegan? I'm not a vegan. No, I am not a vegan. I'm just a health coach and I believe in healthy eating. Oh, Twin Flame project. So it's Twin Flame is still in post production. So we have an editor from LA working on editing the sound to make the sound really professional, really crisp. So that takes a long time. It takes a long time to edit a feature film. So it's still in post production. The editors are busy, but we have to raise money to pay them. So I've been co-producing this with one other person. So we've both been trying to raise money to produce it and to pay the editors a fair rate. So it's coming along slowly but surely. I'm hoping the project will be completely done in the next 6 months, I hope. But yeah, it's just really rewarding, like working on a film that tells a story that I know is a good story that will provoke thought and touch people's lives in a positive way. Yeah, Mopar, I'll definitely keep you posted. So we're going to enter the film into a lot of film festivals, so it won't be open to the public unless you come to one of those film festivals for a while. So it won't be open to the public for a while. And we may even sell it to a streaming service. So we'll see. But it won't be free. So we did a lot of good stretches for the hamstrings today. A forward fold, all the forward folding we did is really good for the hamstrings. Basically everything we did today is good for stretching the hamstrings. But especially forward folding. So, downward dog, three-legged dogs. Those are all really good for the hamstrings. All right, so I just have a couple minutes left before I have to go teach a class, an in-person class at a studio. So any final questions, comments, concerns, now's a good time to let me know. And I will be back next Tuesday at the same time for another full body dynamic vinyasa yoga sequence, followed by just chatting. So hope to see you next Tuesday. You're welcome to join our Discord. Cool. We'll raid Touch Sila today. Final questions, comments, concerns, let me know. It was great chatting with you. Cuseless V2 and Mopar as always. You're welcome to follow me on social media. It's just my Instagram's Yoga Flow with Kim. So is my Facebook, Yoga Flow with Kim. YouTube, Yoga Flow with Kim. There's a lot of tutorials on my YouTube channel. It's just Yoga Flow with Kim. So feel free to check that out. There's a lot of free content. You're welcome, Mopar. Keep me posted on how you're doing with your diet and everything. And it's always great chatting with you, Mopar. We're going to raid Touch Sila today. All right, well, thank you everyone for joining. Feel free to message me on Discord until next time, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Nice chatting with you all. Take care. Stay healthy out there.